Lord Roustabout's Celestial Forge. Chapter 2, when we just left off, the character was considering what to do with Bakuda. I navigated away to the E88 wiki site. There was the common level of general disgust my passenger felt for all members of this game. The emotions around Purity were a bit more complicated, but no less negative. From what I knew, she had somewhat split from the main group, had been doing independent raids. Still, that wasn't what I was here to figure out. My defensive prospects against Purity weren't looking good. She could bring down buildings and was rumored to have blasts that hit like legend. I doubted anything short of full Tinkertech miracle armor would save me from that. She was the worst possible matchup, though. Ruin, Craig, Hulkwolf, Knight, or the twins could probably overpower my defenses, though it wouldn't be easy for them. I didn't know how I would stand up against Crusader's ghosts. They apparently worked on some weird Maton effect interaction, so probably best not to risk a confrontation. Stormtrigger could probably hurt me, but not that badly. With Victor, it would depend on how Othala juiced him up. I think I'd handle the pyrokinesis she could grant, but I didn't know the limits of the super strength she bestowed. People like Cricket and Armsblaster, Alabaster could be difficult to deal with, but probably not that threatening. I probably had nothing to worry about directly from Kaiser. Kaiser? I don't know how to say his name. From what I could tell, he had limited ability to direct his blades through people. Without significant force, I'd be looking at a few scratches at worst. Of course, he would also have the easiest time capturing me. That was something I'd be doing my best to avoid. Of the major gangs that just left Coil, my passengers' reactions had convinced me he was a threat, but not why or how. His wiki still had no hint on his power and just a few clips of the mercenaries he used. His men were at least well equipped. The high-powered rifles they used could be a problem on their own, but I didn't like my chances against the Tinkertech lasers they had attached. Fortunately, they limited their actions considerably. I wasn't likely to run in them at random. That covered the major threats in the city. I could keep digging through every third-string villain or hypothetical matches against the heroes, but that wouldn't be a productive use of time. Likewise, I decided against jumping over to the forums. That was a time sink that I couldn't afford anymore. I had a limited amount of time off and still had a huge amount of preparation to do before I was ready to be a hero. I started making a basic lunch and considered how to spend the rest of my day. I needed to keep working on my physical conditioning, so that meant keeping my diet and getting to the gym. I had to be careful about overdoing my workouts, but I could manage that by lowering intensity and focusing on different muscle groups. I had pretty much on my entire training and diet program from a fitness forum, and those places tended to have people shutting down any stupid risks in training. Also, as good as the bracer was for overall defense, I could use a settler option. I would hit the market and see if someone was selling old knee pads, wrist guards, or some other similar type of protective equipment. If I could get a basic knee pad, I might be able to wear it under my jeans to get some constant level of protection without attracting attention. It wouldn't do much against guns, but should boost my durability to the point where melee weapons wouldn't be much of a concern. I didn't want to get my career cut short because of a mugging gone badly. I'm gonna have to stop there. My allergies are making it hard for me to talk for a long period of time right now. Thank you for listening, if anyone's even been listening.